All right, starting first. So I'd say chest is probably my weakest point in my opinion, and it's obviously if you have weaker points, they're going to be weaker strength wise too. And I feel like just for a while I've been having a plateau for my incline bench. So all I've been doing really is just trying to keep my elbows in when I'm doing this, and I do it a little bit more on the second movement, which I will explain here in a second. So I didn't mean second movement, I meant second set. But as you see, I just keep my elbows in a little bit more on this set because I try to get more strength on that first set. Still obviously getting a bunch of feel and everything from a contraction from that first set. But this is just more of a contraction, more of a squeeze, more of an upper chest set. So be sure you keep your elbows flared in. Train 2 sets till about 2 reps, till failure, maybe 1 rep. Or get a spot or do it on a spin machine. Now, moving along, we have one set of a middle chest kind of fly right here. And differently today, I felt a little weaker today. I'm not even going to lie. I felt like I was also flying back a little bit more. So just make sure you have good posture. Honestly, best thing to do is get like a weighted belt thing to hold you down or do it seated. So I'm going to probably start doing them seated this way because just felt a little bit unstable today. So nothing too crazy though. 1 set to failure, y'all. Now moving along again to a middle chest movement, but we're just going to be doing a press-in movement. Nothing really crazy here, just making sure we're trying to touch our elbows together. So that's always the best way to kind of keep them in rather than flaring out. Because like I said, the more flared out you have, the less chest activation you're getting. But just make sure you're trying to failure, y'all. That's the simple basis line right there. Now moving on to the brachialis and biceps here. We're going to be doing 2 sets till failure of heavy hammer curls. I'm trying to go a little bit heavier every time I'm doing it. So I'm doing 55s. Last week I did 50s and 45s. So just trying 2 sets to failure, y'all. And what I've been kind of incorporating is, I know everybody says don't swing at all, but I believe if you have more in the tank, you can always go down a lot better than you go on the way up. So on the way up, you're probably swinging, but you're also controlling on the way down. So just trying to failure, y'all. Now moving on to strictly biceps, we're just going to be doing 1 set of your preacher curl with the drop set, superset, or whatever you want to call it, of like the short range of motion preacher curls, which is you're just doing bend over. But this is mainly going to hit the inside part of your bicep, mainly giving you that width. But any type of bicep, just like tricep, anytime you extend your arm, anytime you curl, you're hitting the full bicep. So don't overcomplicate things, guys. Just train to failure, y'all. Basis line, train heavy and hard. Now, these were hurting my right ankle. That's the one I sprained. So I still have obviously a little work to do for my ankle sprain. It still feels a lot better than what it did, definitely. I definitely can train legs on it now. But one leg kind of hurt the upper part of my foot right here. So you'll see me in like a little, ooh. Like that doesn't feel entirely that good. So you might see a little bit more effort being, conserved to that. But just trying to failure, y'all. Heavy once again. Now, this is a new movement. Now, what I might do, instead of doing the lunge because I hit more glutes, I might just do the last part of what I did. But this is just a good burnout set for your glutes and quads if you want to do this. So just do lunges going back and do it 5 reps each leg. Do it 2 times and then do a close leg squat to hit the quads. And you're really going to burn out those legs for your last part. All right, y'all. We're done. We are out of here. That leg day finisher, that quad finisher, you're hitting glutes and quads on it, but like, dude, it is such a crazy finisher. You don't even have to use that much weight. Like, I'm gonna use next week probably 45s instead of 25s, but man, I'm like exhausted from that, dude. Like, holy mackerel. But we're done. We're gonna grub down. Well, actually, I gotta package some food up. Actually, I gotta meal prep. So I'll kind of see what's going on today. But then we go to work and then working from then on. And then yeah, ain't not much after that. So I'm not gonna leave you guys with nothing much more. But other than that, y'all, I'll see you later. Bye bye.